Bakit ako live?
Magagaling si Brother F ng live ng maaga.
Brothers and sisters, please take this time out. You can invite foreigners right now in Cebu. And also in the series. But please put a comment, Marjorie, put a comment. If you wish to, anyone others can please put a comment. If you wish to join our open forum, please click the link. The link I'm talking about is the book. Okay? So, by the way, Brother Antin, I noticed before in the series, if someone open their video, the video can be seen in the series. That is what is the link that you have sent to me. No, you can get the link by going to the clicking the 3 points above in the room, in the upper part right side, there's a 3 dots. Click that, and you will see a scroll up menu. And you can see people, and invite people are coming. Yes. So you have time. You have Pastor Derry, that is the link. You can send it to anyone who wants to join you. So Marjorie, copy the link to the comment, and please put an instruction, because before you didn't put an instruction. If you wish to join the open forum live, to ask questions live, please click the link. After the broadcast, you delete the link. You delete the comment. Okay, Marjorie? Others may also do that, so it's not just one comment. Okay? I am doing it right now. Okay, thank you. But I request all brethren to invite foreigners in the room. And I request all brethren to others can play some music. And refrain from opening camera. Because if someone opens the camera, it can be seen in the series once the broadcast starts. So this is a good feature of reason. So okay. If you play watch if there's music, just tell us if you are ready, so we will keep the audio and we will keep on the messenger scene, so you can be heard in the live. Okay. So as long as the thumbnail is the first one to be seen. Right now, can we play some music or that can be heard? But there are people that are viewing right now. So please start inviting. Who is controlling them? So is it you, Brother Antin, or just me? Casey and Sister. They are the one taking each other. So Casey, if one of them sleeping, they will lie with each other. Okay. You can edit. Please reflect from the camera, and Casey, Jesslyn, please edit the title. Put Revelation 14 beside Everlasting Gospel. And remove the watch daily live streams, because no one is broadcasting live and daily anymore. Could you speak? Could you respond while the time is still at 5 minutes? Hello, Jesslyn? Hello, Casey? Hello? You're sleeping again. Hello? Respond kayo. Please respond. Please respond. Hello. Please respond. Hello. I think you need to call them up. No, they are. But I'm not going to call them up. No, they are. Yes, we can again. It has been like this every week. They don't respond. Pala, there's hello. Another problem is the time is almost. Later we can edit that one. And it's not big stuff. At least I know they're awake. Yeah, they're awake. If you play some music anywhere, yeah, as long as you will search in your music, it's watched together. JP David, are you ready with your music? JP David? No, tell us first if we're going to live it now or we will put the audio already. And I'm asking them if they're ready first. If they are, because they might also be like there's some noise. Hello JP David, can you reply? Okay, is the music ready? Song of Moses and many others. Okay. So, okay, if you're ready, and Brother Jerry, please, contract other brethren to share the line, series, and invite foreigners to no friends. We have 2 minutes to go. Everyone is ready. So, we need, Brother Acting, are you in control of the live or yes, I'm monitoring them. Good in the world. That's why I know they are there. Okay, we have 1 minute to go. So, we may go live right now. Please, you may let me know if we're live. So, JP David, just click the song. And invite foreigners. Hello, JP David. You can go live right now, brother. Yeah, we're live now. You're online now. So, JP David, would you play it?
Wait lang, sising ako lang to.
Can you show the watch together? I cannot, I'm just controlling to 10 users. I think the sound of your what's together cannot be heard live. That's why before it gets in, someone must be monitoring the machines. Comparing right now. JP, the video you can play the song of Paul where Song of Moses. Please click some links. Anyway, good morning Philippines, good afternoon, good evening America. This is your regular broadcast once again. The restoration, the mysteries of God, coming to life from Manila, Philippines.
Straight ako sa classic na isipan kong iramin ang kaibigan ko para dun sa
So,
nagtitingin lang ako dito
can I request someone to mute the other microphone?
na boyfriend ko na nag-chat
I can see
dito.
some ambient sound.
Naghahanap siya ng kalaro na shorty. I-stop ko muna siya dito at boyfriend ko nga talaga ka. Sakto
I
ang
think it's
netong
dead good.
kaibigan ko kaya I will follow back niya to for sure. Final ko
Okay,
na siya
I
at
should
chat.
take that.
Agad naman niya akong
So,
lagot ka sa akin mamaya, hahaha.
our topic is in the thumbnail. Would you share screen our topic?
Magpapanggap ako dito
Please share screen, Parmenan or take it a bit,
ginamit ko dito si Angela.
the thumbnail.
Siguro naman ay may Angela din siya na naging kaduotan.
It should be automatic, okay? So that's our topic, the everlasting gospel. And we are continuing from our topic last week that talked about
Hindi ka pati magbabago, binibigay ko pa din sa akin.
the revelation from woman. The revelation from woman
Sabi ko, mas pinili niya yung GPS niya kesa sa akin.
was,
Tinatulungan ako dito ng kalaban, buti na lang to the
was
revelation
saved by the 104, by the message of the 144,000. And the 144,000 will read this message of everlasting gospel. And that's the remnant of the 144,000 is the remnant of mercy. And parallel to that are the
Sabi niya, hindi na daw, kaya sabi ko ako na lang.
so, Brother Menan and JP, you may really share the previous topics. The revelation of Woman, then coming up from that, could you share screen the previous
Pinapahamak mo
topics?
pa rin ako. Feeling girl mo ako,
What
Aray,
the
sakit mo
previous
naman
topics
haha.
are revelation of Woman and the prior
Kung mas pinili mo lang sana ako, eh di
topic
sana
of
tayo
revelation of
pati.
Woman is well, that's the previous topic. And make it full screen. And the other previous topics, what was the previous prior topic before Revelation 12? Is it the Bash? The Purim? Yes.
Sabi ni Selena, sad girl daw ako haha.
I forgot to mention the Revelation 12 woman. The
Hindi
Feast
niya
of
talaga
Purim.
pinagalingan, bawat laro niya.
The reason I
Invite ko na siya
talked
dito
about
para
this
sabihin na
is
girlfriend
because
niya
of
kalaro niya.
the Jews were hunted down.
Nag-left ako sa lobby, tapos nag-switch na ako sa main account
That's the
ko.
message of the Purim. Could you share the Purim?
In-invite ko na siya dito, tapos nag-emote pa parang walang nangyari.
Could you share the Purim thumbnail? Anyone of you, read Brother Menan or
Dito
Eric?
sasabihin ko na ako yung angela
So,
na nakalaro
it should
niya.
be fast now because all of you are helping out. So, you may respond. Since this is not open book. JP, read the Purim.
Found that the suit 17
Okay, so look for that. So while you're looking for the Purim, let's have an opening prayer. Can I request an opening prayer from anyone in the room? Brethren. Yes, blow it up. Okay. So at least you and Brother Menan should help. The picture will be very fast. And para Eric can also those who only have cell phone, you can send my messenger or screen sharers. You can also give it to them or give it to brother Okay, that's our topic. That's why there was the revelation of the woman. And prior to that, it was Vashti. Okay? So, Purim, the story of Purim is the persecution, the purges about Israel. And in Revelation 12 woman, the reason she fled to the wilderness is because of the purges. And in Revelation 14, these are the remnant which will give the everlasting gospel to the world. The rest of the world will not be killed, will not be martyred, but the 144 will be. Okay, so let's go back to our thumbnail, and I hope you can show some picture of the church ages and the tribulation. Get ready with that. So you can try to search without sharing screen yet first. Then when you're ready, you can just search. Okay, please work out the share screen. Get ready the church ages and please give us an opening prayer. Anyone in the room? Yes, thank you. Close your eyes and word out. You can read it, I think. Okay, that's but the Seventh-day Adventists usually use the three angels to share their end-time message, their version of the end-time message. Their version of the end-time message, if you show the church ages again, later we're going to go exposed it only on Revelation. So JP will just get ready for the first album, then Barban and the second album. So the church ages disappeared. Anyway, so the church ages again. And get ready the tribulation period. So those are the three angels written in Revelation. So show the church ages first because I'm going to give some background before we start off in exposition in Revelation. Here, if you look at the church ages, the Seventh-day Adventists have a teaching. The everlasting gospel is their final message. It's literally in the Bible, yes. But the Seventh-day Adventists do not have a 7-year tribulation period. For them, the last reading of Daniel is over. So, what comes next for them is sudden destruction or judgment. They believe the future judgment, and not just there may be some other churches that don't preach to that to Daniel, like in Sales of the Atmos. So, for them, you show the church ages of these things. I'm gonna show, so in 1844, initially they called it a great disappointment because William Miller Dobbs rushed his return. 1844 somewhere in the Philadelphia church. So then they changed their narrative to say that the literal return, physical return of Christ is Christ entering the most holy place. So it's much very similar to the end time teaching in that 1963. So 1844 and the end time teaching of 1963 that the Laodicea ages ended. For the Seventh-day Adventists, 1844, Christ has entered into the investigative judgment phase. So this is the part where they preach the everlasting gospel. And I'd like to mention here the church ages. Bring it back the church ages, okay? So here the church ages, I heard from level 3 teaching. Level 3 is the groups of Brother Yab, Batra, Pardipio, etc. I think I especially heard from Pastor Batman saying that the three angels are Luther, Wesley, and Brother Branham. I heard it from them. So now, will I dispute them? No, because when you teach, I won't even dispute the Seventh-day Adventists. Because when you read Revelation, the book of Revelation, not just Revelation, we have what we call parallelism. Parallelism. A singular verse can apply, it's just like Genesis chapter 1. Just like many other scriptures in the Bible. It can apply on multiple fronts. So, I'm not going to dispute their version, but our version here is in the tribulation period. Could you show the tribulation period? So, if they explain Revelation 10:7, Malachi 4, the person of the prophet, or the other end-time message, we don't dispute that. But we have to move on to the fullness of understanding. Here, in the tribulation period, you look at the last half of the 3.5 years. That is where the everlasting gospel reached. Now, the everlasting gospel began with the two prophets, but the two prophets' audience are first directly the 144,000. The two prophets you can see there, their first audience are the 144,000. Thank you for drawing that up. So, after sealing the 144,000, so the first audience said, His blood be upon us and on our children. And they were chastised all over the church ages. And for 2,000 years, they, from country to country. So that's the story of the Feast of Purim. And the fight, the prophetic fight. Now, after the first 3.5 years is finished, then that's Revelation 12. The woman fled into the wilderness, the second part, the Great Tribulation. You can maximize on the Great Tribulation. That's the time when they will spread out after the two prophets are killed. And the message will be the everlasting. The everlasting gospel is a message that is very basic. It is very basic to the point that it does not just talk about Acts 2:20. It does not talk about the teachings of the Christian believer, like the Messiah, Acts 2:38, salvation, Christian living. No more time for that. There's only just one final message for the rest of the world, for them to catch up. And this will not directly, this is not for the foolish that became wise, that prevented become foolish. These are not the 144 that have accepted Christ already by this time. These are for the Revelation 12 and the sheep and goats. Remember, if you can show the thumbnail, the sheep and someone else just show the thumbnail. If someone else can share the thumbnail of the sheep and goats, the sheep are parallel to the Revelation 12 woman. Israel in dispersion and the Jews in Judea. So they are the beneficiary of this everlasting gospel. So this is worldwide. This is worldwide. Now, is it correct to say you're not in the right timeline? Go back to the tribulation, and those others who can share can look for the sheep and goats family, just to show them, to give them an idea of what was the previous topic that talked about. We talked about here. So here in the tribulation period, the sheep is parallel to the Revelation 12. The message, the extent of the message that you can understand is the everlasting gospel. But before we go to each of the everlasting gospel, we'll go expositorily on Revelation chapter 14. And Barbara, prepare yourself. And after every verse, every picture, if we will be successful in sequencing that, is you interject the application. So that's the time that the everlasting gospel's time is this great tribulation, the second half of the tribulation period. And the great tribulation, they remember the law of Moses and Elijah, and the message of Elijah, and that was 3.5 years prior, the first part. So this is the final, ultimate fulfillment. So I am not against anyone sharing the everlasting gospel for the church ages, and time message believers or Seventh-day Adventists. Even the everlasting gospel can be traced back, and Seventh-day Adventists trace it back when they, in Daniel, when they sought to change the times and seasons. Of course, what I emphasize is the Sabbath was changed from Saturday to Sunday. They sought to change the times and the seasons, also the calendars, because we're using Julian and Gregorian calendars. But seeking to change times and seasons is not just that, but that's not the main point. The main point here is here in the end time, the church ages, the last century, we have seen the grievous corruption of the world. The grievous corruption of the world, the times and seasons also includes the fan or the norm, their morality, the whole world. The beast from the sea help the beast from the land to influence, make an image of the beast. And the whole world that worship the image, later we're going to talk about that part of is how the mindset of the people. And many of our brethren in the church, because of the betrayal of some ministers, they've been infected by this mindset of the people. They've been infected disobedience to parents, and no parents not focusing on the training, only focusing on earthly studies and work. But in regards to spiritual training, there's no more authority. There's no more authority. So, the authority was only spent on earthly things. So that is the times of the season. Second Timothy 3. The last days, many will be disobedient to parents. And they have a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. Okay, so much for that. Now let's begin with our expository explanation of Revelation 14. One of you can show the scriptures. So make use of our dual share. The other can start sharing the picture from the album, the illustrated JP David. You can start from verse 1. So I specifically instructed you yesterday practice which is verse 1, which is verse 2. Okay, so start right now, share from verse 1. And if any one of you can open another screen share of the scriptures, please do so. But while you're not doing that, I'm going to open the topic scripture. So you may open it's better for you if you're in your homes, for your children's play, to invite yes, to invite, but open the Bibles with you, okay? We're reading from Revelation 14, verse 1. In Revelation chapter 14, verse 1. So, David, you start from the album of illustration. Okay? You should have practiced yesterday. So please show the first verse 1 picture. And I looked and lo, a lamb on Mount Zion, and with him 144,000. So JP David, I'm waiting for you. Having his father's name written in the foreheads. So, is that the lamb standing on Mount Zion? Okay, that picture is good. I remember another picture which they failed to show. I request the camera, who is this in the camera? Please close your camera. Brother Jake. So, get the microphone. Okay, so going back to what we are saying, JP David did not study anything. But a minute, could you show the first illustrated of the lambs standing on Mount Zion in Eden? You can leave the definition there. When you see the two prophets there, then the two prophets are representing the Lamb. They're not going to see Jesus Christ immediately in their flesh until they're martyred and Jesus Christ returns back to earth. So, the Lamb standing on Mount Zion is representative. Of course, if Jesus Christ returns, he will literally be standing on Mount Zion. And JP David, could you show pictures of the first Brother Bennett. You're not prepared. Okay. If when they were sealed, this is verse 1, having their father's name written in their foreheads. So the father's name written in their foreheads, I hope those who have computers study the album. You should study them in advance so you can share the picture that's related to this. I heard a voice from heaven, which of the thunder, as the voice of many waters, as the voice of a great thunder. This is verse 2. And I heard the voice of harpers singing with the harp. So I'll show the picture of the thunder. Those with cell phone help out, just look at the album, okay? Herminat, the picture of the thunder. That I will call to recollection in Revelation chapter 1. The voice of God as the voice of a trumpet, and the voice of many waters. So, what is the voice of a great thunder? Well, this goes to recollection in Revelation chapter 5, Revelation chapter 4, and many other chapters. Lightnings, thunderings, and voices. These are messages from God. But during the time of the tribulation period, it's a time of great trial of the earth. Someone else can show some picture of that. A time of great trouble in the earth, like they do. But the 144,000 are rejoicing while you see the earth crumbling. So show other pictures. The album of the earth, maybe the application. The earth being judged, the earth crumbling before their eyes. But they're sending this final message of earth. Now, you can see in verse 2, there are voice of harpers harping with the harps. There is a rejoicing celebration in heaven for the ministry of the 144,000. So, show the new song. Okay? And they sung as it were a new song. Verse 3. So we have pictures for that. If you read the new song, like the song of Moses, show us the new song. Verse 3. They sung as it were a new song before the throne, before the four beasts. So, David, I specifically pointed it out to you yesterday. Okay? The picture where they were the four beasts, the elders. Would you close your camera because we're live in Brother Ramon? Would you close your camera? Okay. So, would you show the picture, JP David? The four beasts, the elders, singing the new song. So it's Brother Ferdinand who's sharing the verse. David, can you show the picture of the 144,000, the four elders, the four beasts before the throne? And David, could you reply? Did you speak up, Brother David? Okay. Okay. Please look. I pointed out to you yesterday. The picture, right? You should not forget about that. Okay, so please look for that. Okay. If you can see it from the messenger there. Okay, so and let's practice how to maximize that. While David is flying, that's one picture. And now let me explain the new song. Okay, that's the picture. That's the picture. Okay. What is the new song? Because is it a literal song? Yes, it could be. But new song has another meaning. Remember Paul saying in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, I will sing with understanding, and I will sing with, let me mute other microphones. Okay, I still hear some voices and some sound. Now, could you help out in muting others? It's rather better. Okay. So please mute your microphone. Ferdinand's microphone is taken. Go. Ferdinand, could you mute your microphone? David, I can hear some voice. Okay. So let's proceed. I can easily be distracted by some unnecessary noise. Okay, here, the new song represents new revelation. And how do you know that? 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 2. I will sing with understanding. I will praise with understanding. That means to say, song represents understanding. So a new song means a new revelation. That's why I do not name it Revelation 14 or the tribulation. Even right now, we are singing a new song. Here in the song, in songs, there is a verse that says, let's sing unto the Lord a new song. So it's not just praise worship externally. Within our hearts, we are receiving progressive revelation from God. Much like our elder frequently opens the radio to hear some. Why do they call it news? Because they want to hear something. What is the present truth? So the new song represents the present truth. Okay? So, please maximize the picture. Please make it full screen. It's this okay, since Zek is more maximized, and don't share screen for yet your side. Okay, you're not yet maximized. Okay, we are moving on to verse 3. No one could learn that song. Is that a literal song? Now, this is multiple application. You remember Paul, when he went up to heaven, he heard voices, words that could not be uttered by men. So there are songs that we can, even on earth, languages. All languages came from God. I do not believe the sacred name pronunciation is that it came from the devil. It came from the devil. All languages came from God. But you have no capability to speak exactly or sing exactly the song of others, of other cultures, of other languages. How much more the language of heaven? That's one. That's the literal side. But the spiritual side is this progressive revelation. Only you can know. This is the seventh seal. Only you have this revelation. No one else can have this revelation. Let's talk about revelation. The church can have a revelation. The true bride of Christ can have a revelation which no one else can have. And individually they can have a leading from God that only they can have. That's why the effect is they're singing a new song. They're praising of God. Okay. Let's move on to verse 4. Okay, get ready for the application, Brother Menan, of Harlow Woman and the different churches. And JP David, if you know that, download that. You should download that in the computer so you can maximize that. Okay. In verse 4, these are they which were not defiled with men. not mean they're the only ones saved, but they are martyred and they're the first group. They're the first group compared to the other virgins. They're the first, of course, those that are under redeemed are their mortal bodies, they're not their bodies. So these were the first fruits of God to the land. They're the primary firstborns compared to the Gentiles. Now, here in verse 4, these are they which were not defiled with women. So, Barmenan, David, I'm waiting for you. You should upload that. There's a second album about illustration. Show the mother of harlots. And another English show the different churches. Okay? I'm giving you a heads up. So you can find that picture in advance. Okay? So Brother Ferdinand and Brother David, please look for the illustration of the woman sitting on the beach. And another view showed the list of the denominations. Well, I'm still reading this verse, okay? These are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. There's a better picture of the woman, because my focus is the harlot. So there's a good picture. So the others, they show the picture of the different denominations. That's good. So later we're going to talk about that. But I'm giving you a heads up for the picture of the different denominations. Who are the women? They were not defiled with women. Or they are. Now remember in 2 Corinthians chapter 11, 2 and 3, Eve was espoused. So the church was espoused as a chaste virgin, like was espoused as a chaste virgin. She was a virgin original until she was corrupt. So that's why that is the description of a harlot. The same thing when you read the word virgin. We had foolish virgins, we had wise virgins. The foolish virgins, which will not lose their virginity, at least they will lose their foolishness. They came in the relationship. You have an understanding now of the virgins. Now what about the 144,000 as virgins? It does not mean they did not literally marry on earth. Although Christ also has a public eunuchs. Okay? Eunuchs are servants of God and sacrifice even their unfortunate marriage for the sake of the gospel, for the sake of the ministry. So these are people who are focused on the ministry to the point affected there are right or right. But the virgins here, as far as the 144,000, David, I've been asking for you to look for the denominations, the different branches of denominations. You've shown that before. You put that in the album. Permanent, please help out in searching for that. Brother Enoch, you can also help out searching for that so you can search to that. They have gathered a picture, the application portion. The application of. Okay, those are one of the pictures of the different denominations. Now, who are the women? The women is what we find in Revelation chapter 17. The mother of harlots. When you say mother of harlots, who are the harlots? Is it the mother? The mother is called the great whore. Of course, she's already a harlot. But this is plural, the mother of harlots. There's a preposition of. The harlots are the daughters of the Roman Catholic Church. Those who came out of the Catholic Church. They are the harlot daughters. Now, if they are used by God before the Reformation, why were they called harlots? And why would they defile? They are Jews that are Messianic today. whether Messianics today or Benjamin or Morris Cerulo, they're both Jews, or Paul Wilbur, they're no longer virgins because those Jews that accepted Christ in the church ages, like us Gentiles, we were once filthy, we were once sinners before God. And even if we have come to Christ, and nominally we are called virgins, but sometimes we have weaknesses. We have weakness, we have monotonism. So our weaknesses, on some aspect, we are not as virgins as the close-minded Jews, or the 144,000. The 144,000, they may be close-minded before, but they have kept themselves from being corrupted by these churches. So the women are these churches because they are the harlot daughters in Revelation 17. Brother, I have a question. Okay, question.
The Bible said in Revelation 7:4 that there are only 144,000 Jews. So how about them, the Gentile that has been converted?
The Gentiles are not as pure as the Jews because the Jews were Nicolite for 2,000 years they lost their mind. Maybe you've seen some children without penetrating yet, but they're still innocent. That's what we call foolish virgins. They're still foolish, but they're still virgins. They've not yet been corrupted by the world. We have few examples of that in the world. I'm talking literally. You see some children that are not yet corrupted by the world, but eventually they will be. But some will not be corrupted. In Daniel chapter 12, some have maintained their garment